customize the way that your presentation prints out, you can select the Page Setup options. I'm going to open up the File menu, and from the File menu, select Page Setup. I can determine whether the slides are sized appropriately for an on-screen show, letter paper, A4 paper, 35mm slides, an overhead, a banner, or even select from custom sizes. By sizing for the on-screen show, that means that I'm most concerned with the way the slides will look in an on-screen show. If all I'm going to be doing is passing out handouts and not giving an on-screen show, I might consider selecting letter paper. And you can see the other options as well. I'm going to stick with on-screen show. I can also select the width and height of the slides. Since we have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, this indicates that I have 1-inch margins. I can number the slides starting at 1 or starting at some other number, and I can have the slides orient themselves in portrait or landscape. And the notes, handouts, and outline pages can be oriented in portrait or landscape. Once I've selected all of the options, I can click OK. And then when I print, all of the options will be in place. Well, you've been really patient because you're probably excited to run the slideshow. Let's see how you can give your presentation on screen. To run the slideshow, you're going to want to click the Slideshow button in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Once you do that, your presentation will begin on whatever slide you were on when you click to run the presentation. To move forward from slide to slide, you can click your left mouse button. And this will take you forward one slide at a time or one build at a time within a slide. If you want to move backwards within the presentation, you can tap your Page Up key, or if you prefer, you can right mouse click and select Previous. Right mouse click and select Previous. You can do that as many times as you'd like. So you can use your Page Up and Page Down keys to move through a presentation, or you can use your left mouse button to move forward and your right mouse button and Previous to move backward. Bringing up the right mouse click again, notice that you can also go to a particular slide using something called a slide navigator. The slide navigator will appear and allow you to select the slide that you want to move to. For example, I can move directly to Get Commitment. Clicking Go To, I've now moved to that slide. Right mouse click and go, and if I select by title, I can select the title from the list. For example, Conduct a Creative Thinking Session. And now I'm back at that slide. If I right mouse click again, notice that there's other features that are available. For example, pointer options. I can choose to hide my pointer or hide always, and I can choose what's called a pen color so that I can draw on my slides. For example, I can select yellow for the pen color, and then if I draw on my slide, it draws in yellow. If I want to stop drawing, I can tap my Escape key on my keyboard, and the drawing process will end. Let's continue moving through this presentation until we've completed it. By the way, if you want to abort your presentation at any time, you can press your Escape key. But once all the slides have been shown, you'll be returned to the Slide View window. You just learned how to output your presentation both to the screen and to the printer. Also included on this video, you got an introduction to working with PowerPoint 97. You learned how to build a new presentation and how to enter and edit text in outline view as well as slide view. You also learned several editing techniques. You learned how to manipulate the slides in your presentation and how to get help when you need it. On the next video, you're going to learn power editing and slide development techniques. We're going to have a lot of fun enhancing our presentations with clip art, pictures and charts, as well as tables and spreadsheets. I've had a super time working with you on this video and hope that you learned a lot and are looking forward to the next one.